Hi, welcome to the Starieye podcast, where we are today diving deep in the powerful mind and the universe of manifestations and its wonderful techniques, what's out there, what we can use, what works, what doesn't, and just having a deep discussion on what would suit you in everyday life. Have you ever wondered where some people excel in life and they have so much good luck and they effortlessly manifest their life and their desires, and some people can't? Okay, so definitely tune in. This is the episode for you if you're lost or things you feel like something's not working when you tried every, rule in the book. And let's dive straight in. What is manifestation? It's literally about, thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that shape your reality. And whether you believe it or not, you are consciously always manifesting or unconsciously. And basically, it's not about wishing, it's literally about aligning what you want in your life and attracting the event or the whatever experience that you want to come towards you. So how do we do that? So let's look into the different effects or effective manifestation techniques that could work for you. Just start with the basic method, which is 8 steps. Okay, so the first one is know what you want, right? Clearly decide whatever it is that you want. And then from there, you can, number two, maybe align yourself or change your mindset to attract whatever it is that you're looking for. Okay, so the emotions, the align your mindset in regards to like maybe work on that inner resistance that you feel that it might, if your body is a big sign that tells you maybe that's not, it's not, how the body talks on its own. It's like, that's not true, right? You need to work on pushing that resistance out of the body, because you could say one thing and the body is like, I'm not moving. Like, I want to go to the gym, you're like, the hell you're not, I'm not moving. So there is that resistance, and you have to work past that resistance, for the body and mind to be aligned for the manifestation to come through, if you know what I mean. The third step is to visualize daily, so that would be maybe mood boarding, or cutting pictures, making a visual mood board where you put it on your phone or your laptop. You can do one on like a old school, cutting up pictures on a poster board and putting it every day where you see it. Maybe your bedside table, maybe it's at your door. Every time you go towards your door, you are basically programming the images, embedding it in your mind. That's an option here. Or you could also, if you're not very good at visualization, you could go and experience it. So maybe go to the store. If it's a product you want to go on in and try, you want to, go drive it, you want to maybe dine at a very nice restaurant, you want to go maybe, drink at a hotel bar, if you want that type of experience that you're trying to attract that in your life. The next one is to trust the process and let it go. That's number five. So number five is literally like, you gotta let it go. Basically, what you can do is write it down if you want to. That's like scripting, and then maybe burning it after you're done. It's a way of releasing it to the universe. Normally I would visualize a balloon, put my wishes in the balloon, and then letting it go into the universe. That's a way of visualizing it, of letting it go. All right, I'm gonna leave it. Because the more we the more we hold on to it, the more we micromanage everything, the more we get obsessed with it, the more we're creating that resistance. So that's a good way. The next step is six. So it says, in taking inspired action. So that would mean like if someone gave you a phone call, to go somewhere, and afterwards, and it it gives you a good feeling, definitely go towards it. If you feel like you heard something on the radio or TV that a new garden is opening up, like a public garden or gallery, and there's a vibe to go, you should go. If there's a restaurant that you feel excited about, you definitely should go. You never know who you're going to meet, you never know why. It's just your urges, your instincts are telling you to follow the breadcrumbs, follow what's you know um, they're basically sending you downloads to follow that path towards your manifestation, if you know what I mean. I know personally, when I want to manifest something, I I will release it in a balloon and I let it go, and I'll see whatever happens and falls into my lap. For example, when I wanted to manifest a dog, I've told the story so many times, and I said to the universe, I didn't even write this down. You definitely should write this down if you haven't done this before. But I just said, I want a white dog, I want a chihuahua, I want a she, I want it trained, I want it, I want it potty trained, I want all the tricks, I wanted all the shots, I want it not to mind about wearing clothes because I like fashion, into fashion. I'm a designer as well, and all of a sudden, like I let it go, and all of a sudden, one day I was online looking for furniture, stumbled across an ad on Craigslist, and basically it said free dog, and it was a picture of a white dog, the back of her head, and I didn't know. There she is. This is Powder. I'm sorry about that. She wanted to be part of the podcast, and that's just her confirmation that the manifestation worked, because now she's in my life, and now she's bossing me around. But that's just an simple example of that, me completely letting it go and trusting in the universe, and just not thinking about it completely. We don't have to obsess about it for it to come to us. Now, it's easier said than done. If something is pressing on you, if it's financial, you want to manifest money, you want to manifest opportunity. Maybe you're looking to pay the bills, maybe you're looking to get a job, and it's really hard to hold that positive energy and not feel that resistance, because I was just manifesting a dog. It's not like I had to pay bills or anything. um it was just like, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it's not my time. That's the attitude you have to let it drop into your lap. You know what I mean? So um the second time I manifested the second dog, all I said was, I really regret actually, because all I said was, I want the second one to look exactly like Powder, but a smaller version. I did not talk about whether she should be potty trained, or she has her shots, or I didn't even say if she's healthy. I just said, I forgot to say that I want it free. So, but I let it go. I said I want a small version of Powder, tiny version, looks like her, and it's gonna be cute together. That's all I let that go. I didn't think about it. And then what happened was, my partner was scrolling one day and saw Pippa, that looked like Powder. One side of her head is white and one side is got a patch. That side of the white head, the white face side, was showing on a picture of a car ride, and they said Pippa is available for adoption. Would you get in touch if you're interested? And he showed me the picture. It looked exactly like Powder. But like, what do you think? And I was thinking, I don't know. Yes, like, should we contact them, like, we're interested? And I was like, yeah, you never know. I wasn't totally 100% sold even then. I wasn't 100% obsessed. I just thought it's an opportunity, why not? That is an example of following a inspiration, the action. And I wasn't 100% like, obsessed about it. It's just like I let the door open and I wasn't micromanaging it. Next thing you know, they called us and they said, oh, we would like an interview, walkthrough of your house, just interview you guys. And we did that. They loved the house, they loved the space, they loved Powder. Next thing you know, the lady's coming, the foster mom is coming with Pippa, right? So she comes to the house like that following week, and then Pippa's there, and she loves us, and we love her, and she goes, "You can have her for a trial." And so for a week, and we were like, "Okay." It was really fast. We were really shocked. We had her for a week, and we have never let her go. The thing is that I regret is that I did not say about the shots. I did not say about the potty training. I did not say about like the teeth and everything. And I did not mention nothing except that I wanted her to look like powder and to be significantly smaller. And then that's what I got. So be careful what you manifest, but be careful what you leave out or add. And I really regret that because she was very expensive and I had to take care of the neutering, the spade, sorry, and the teeth. So yeah, it does work because I had absolutely, doesn't matter if it came through. It doesn't matter if it comes through. That's the attitude. Now I have manifested other things like, the house I live in, and there was some type of resistance because of, fear and micromanaging everything and trying to push things my way and trying to be stubborn, and that delays the process. It's literally about faith and having 100% faith in it and letting it go, not obsessing over it. Now, I do feel like a lot of people want something so bad, like a house or like renting a new house or needing an apartment, that they've tried to control it, micromanage it until like it, and it just delays it. I just see it time and time again, and it doesn't work. And it's very hard when you're in that situation when you need to let that 100% go, because that's like happening now. The pressure is on. I did not have no pressure of getting a dog by a certain time. It's not like we pay bills with dogs. It's like that's the, that's the example of like how much resistance we put on ourselves of wanting something that bad, and that causes the that causes the delay. I'm guessing, right? So the last step I says to give thanks, right? Number 7, I gave thanks after I said to the universe, hey, I want a dog, this is what I want, thank you very much. I said it was done. But so that's what you should do before you get the manifestation through. And number 8 is meditation. So meditate on the final outcome, what you want. I'm going to be honest, I didn't do that, right? I just said I want this, this, and this, and this, and I let it go in the balloon. I said thank you very much, drop it on my lap when you can, and that happened, right? um for me that works, right? For some reason I did not meditate on it whatsoever. But meditation does really work on the subconscious mind to plant that seed and to get it in motion, to align yourself to what you want. Okay, so let's just move on to the other methods. What I just discussed is just a basic 8-step, basic knowledge, basic steps of manifestation. You got to do literally at least all 1 to 8 to get what you want. The next step would be there's this method of writing things down, scripting method, where you and write down as if you are living that moment right now, so you imprint it on your mind. So that is about repetition basically, and that would basically be rewiring your mind, because the subconscious mind doesn't know if it's real or fake. I'm going to be honest, I do that and then I just don't do it again. So I do it a little bit and I let it go. That's not an exercise that I do continuously, but if that writing works for you and that helps you be more aligned, then definitely do it. But I don't, because I don't know why. I'm always writing lists, but I don't really write, I'm thankful for this and I'm thankful for that, and I have a red car and I'm thankful for this. I'm not that type of person, but if that works for you, it definitely works, because if it suits you, if you feel that suits you, then definitely use that method. The next method I want to talk about is the 369 method, which you write it in the morning 3 times something, and then the afternoon 6 times something, the same thing, and then the evening 9 times something. That in a way is basically in embedding these, like repetition is strengthening that belief. I did try that myself. I recommend it to those who like writing a lot. Um, but I feel like I fall off the wagon after like like how many times can you write it? Like after like the evening, you get tired, or I get tired of rewriting it 9 times. So that personally isn't for me, but that might be a good method for other people. The next one I want to talk about is the 2 cup method, where you have 2 cups, and then it's like write the reality of your situation here, and the other one is the next manifestation method is visualization. It's a very popular one and it does work. This would be more about, you know, picturing it already done. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you taste? You know, what is the smell? What's in your surroundings? You know, everything in detail. If you do that before you sleep, or you do that when you wake up, but before you wake up, that is a powerful method to definitely to try. I have done that. I am not very, I do that once or twice. I don't do like repetition. I don't know why I don't do anything that's repetition. I just like to get it done and move on. For some reason, but this is definitely a powerful one. It does work for those who like to visualize and meditate. I think this is better if you don't, let's say you don't really meditate, maybe do a meditation audio where you're guided to picture things. That sometimes helps people a lot to visualize a house or visualize a lot of money. I think a money one would be good for with the audio, um, for a guided meditation. I think that one would be great for those out there who wants more abundance in their life, or want to work on maybe confidence, or inner child healing the wound, with the words. I think that would be very effective in your manifestation. Okay, so the next method I want to talk about is the 2 cup method. I have not done this myself, where you get 2 cups, and I think the 2 cups is right. You got right the reality on 1 cup, and then on the other one, your destined reality on another. So it's poured water from this cup. This is what's going on, and then pour the other one here, and then you drink it. That's what it says. So let's do the 2 cup method. So it's basically you get 2 cups, one with the reality and one with the desired reality. Let's just say I'm looking for a new apartment. In this one, I currently have no place to go. I'm looking for a new apartment. I have to be out by this day. And then the other cop says, "This is my perfect apartment." Let's say the where you want to live, that location at that price, right? So you pour the water in the first one, the reality, and pour the second one into the desired outcome. And what you would do is drink that, and that would help shift your mentally, or shift your energy into the desired outcome. I did try that a couple of times. I don't feel it's effective for me, but definitely try it. It's a very interesting one. Okay, so the next one is acting as if that is already happened, as if you already got 12 million in the account. What do you think? What do you do? What do you say? How would you act? How would you plan your day? What would you eat? What would you wear? Where would you shop? Where would you go on holiday? What's the first thing you would do? That's a really good creative activity you would do. Like, what is it that needs your attention right now? If you had $12 million in your account, who needs to be paid first? Is it your debts? Is it your schooling? Is it the bills? Is it the rent? Do you want to buy a house? What location? It makes it really real. It really makes it real, like how much money do you owe certain people, or just say all the debts are paid. Let's say what's the first purchase you do, what was the first experience, what would you order in, or would you go out. So that's a fun one that plays with your mental, the visualization. And maybe even go online and go on a website where you would your dream shopping, add everything to basket, and this is what you would want. So that's a good exercise on acting as if. that you already have it, and letting it go completely. I don't think that's something you do repetition wise. I don't think. Just do it and let it go. The last one is gratitude and letting it go, like I said, and like be thankful. Now, of all these meditations, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do a lot of those. I just do a variation, and I do maybe the basic, the first 8 steps. You know, the first 8 steps I mentioned in the beginning. I literally do find knowing what I want. I speak it, right? I speak it into existence. Normally, I would have a picture. Sometimes I don't have a picture, or sometimes I've seen it somewhere and I hold it in my mind as if, like, let's say I'm wearing it and I love it, and then I say thank you to the universe and I let it go. And that's how it happens for me. I don't write it down. I don't write 9 times, 6 times, 3 times. I don't dream about it before I go to sleep. I don't dream about it before I wake up. Everyone is different. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know what works for your body, mind, and soul, for your own, your own vessel, how this works. That's what I feel. That's the most important factor. Like, all of these, it could work for anyone. It depends on what your body likes, your body, mind, and soul, your energy likes. Now, what I do though is work on the resistance, the feeling of resistance. I've been working on the flow state and resistance. That's very important. The flow state is literally about having that flow to manifest it in your life, not really being very micro, like obsessing over it, and not like, how it's like we do a list and like, we gotta buy this, we gotta buy that, we gotta buy this. It's so like controlling. You know what I mean? So what I would do is like do an outline of like, okay, I'm gonna do a reading today. I'm gonna do a reading for my online social media, something about love, but I don't think about it until I get there, and then like a download would come to me and tell me what type of reading I'm doing. Normally, I don't really plan it that far. I just go with the flow. I go with whatever the universe sends me. That's with all my readings. Anything creative, anything we are, you know about to do, I send it out to the universe. I say, hey, I'm gonna do a reading. I don't know what's gonna be about. I think I might do something to do with love, but let's see what happens. And normally, by the time I get to the desk to do the reading, I've got a download. Okay, I'm gonna do this about, you know, new love, or exes, or marriage, or commitment, or toxic relationships. That's how it comes to me. So that is like a method where, we have no resistance. We're just going with the flow throughout the day. Wherever happens, we naturally go there. We can't, you could force it, right? The only thing I'm forcing is the timing. I'm like, okay, by this time I'm gonna sit down and do the reading. But like this, everything else, I leave it to the universe. I leave into how I feel at that time, and it feels like more organic and more in flow and in the end, I get my desired outcome, which is a video about love readings. So I think that one really works for me. Definitely try it. It's definitely about going with the flow, going with the universe, effortlessly going into that action. You see how it's taking that action towards it, even though I'm not exactly sure what I'm reading. That's a concept you can do, and it will just flow nicely. The universe, or your guides, guardians, and angels will come together and try to make this work for you in that right time, and you'll create that masterpiece of whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So that's an example of flow state. The next thing I want to talk about is, generally everyone has a problem with, is resistance, like an inability to push past these limiting beliefs. When I say the body is not having it, um, that is a resistance. Let's say if the confidence goes down when we're telling ourselves we're going to be a millionaire next year, or we're going to marry next year, the feeling is like it's like a low feeling, and you want that feeling to go up and lift it, right? So how do we push past that resistance? There is a technique called EFT, and I have done that in the past, where I felt, a emotional, where I feel like emotional block. EFT is basically a emotional freedom technique where you tap on the meridians of the body. It's a bit like acupuncture, and basically, it's a powerful way to clear the resistance and raise your vibrations to align with the energy that your desire, whatever you desire. So you're tapping in to release. You tap in to release the blocks so you can manifest more flow. So, example, these are the points where you would tap on here. It's called the karate chop, the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under, under the nose, under the chin, the collarbone, and the side of your armpits near the bra strap for ladies. You can do it both sides and the crown of the head. So if you tap these points, it will release the resistance in your body and you'll have that emotional freedom. Let's say, for example, I don't know, let's say like there's a belief that you want to happen but you feel like it's not possible, and you feel like you feel like you're closed up inside. It's like it's not a not relaxed state, right? Let's say you want to manifest 10,000 a month, but when you hear that when you say it to yourself, you feel kind of small or feel low vibration, and you really want to release that energy and feel at ease about it. That's how we manifest. We feel at ease, we let it go like a balloon, right? So you would say something like a EFT script. You would write something like, you first of all, you got to acknowledge what the problem is, right? Let's say you want 10,000 a month. Currently you're only doing five, and the thought of 10,000 a month is, um, if we're going to do scale from 10 to 1, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, and you feel the reality of getting 10,000 a month, you feel like a 2, right? And then but you want it to get higher to nearer the 10 to believe it, right? So once you do the tap in, you would say something about, I feel. So on the meridian point, I would start with the eyebrow and you tap here on the eyebrow and say, I doubt my ability to manifest this, but I deeply accept, love and accept myself anyway. And then on the side of the eye, you would say, I have limiting beliefs about abundance, but I choose to release them anyway. And then on the eye, under the eye, I say, you would write, even though I feel unworthy to desire of my desires, I'm open to receiving them now. And then the under the lip, under the nose, you say, I release all fears and doubt from my manifestation. And then again, on just tapping the points, and you could just say, I don't feel good right now about money, but I want to release this. I don't feel good about my financial situations, but I'm working to release this. I accept and love myself. And then again, even though I don't feel like, that's not my reality, but I'm willing to work on it and release it because I love and respect myself. And then go here, even though I don't feel that I'm aligned, and I don't feel 100% comfortable with the amount. It's a bit overwhelming, but I do accept and love myself. And then again, so you do it like 2 or 3 times. And once you're done, you go back to here and you take a deep breath. You'll find the body is released and relaxed, not tensed, not like all like stressed out, because it knows it's a lie. It knows it's not the truth. And once we tap these meridians, we relax. And when we relax, this lets us feel a flow, we at peace at that statement. And that's the way we would manifest. Exactly like how I just released the balloon and I'm in complete ease, no stress whatsoever. And I'm like, okay, if it happens, it happens. The tapping, the EFT tapping, helps us feel that way. And like, if it happens, it happens. It completely relaxes the um the nervous system and brings our energy at a more positive and flow state. So if you feel any resistance either towards money or talking at a conference in front of people, or presentation, or talking to a person that you get nervous around, or um, resistance between having self love, you can definitely do the tapping. It's called EFT. Definitely look into it. It's amazing. I push past a lot of limited beliefs where there is fear, and it tenses up my whole body. Once I do that, I really relax. I taught a friend of mine to do that because she had to do a presentation in front of people, and she's not very good at it. Now she was like panicking, she was overwhelmed, she was anxious, the body was tight. So she did the tapping for like 2 weeks straight. By the time she did the presentation, she was at ease. Her body was relaxed. If her body's relaxed, her mind's relaxed. She can focus, and she done an amazing job. So it literally reprograms the mind. It puts us in a relaxed state where we can easily manifest. So those are the topics I wanted to talk about: the methods of manifestation and how to get past them. I hope you enjoyed this, my first podcast, and we got to wrap this episode up today. But if you love this, don't forget to subscribe and comment below on what you thought about it and what manifestation methods you use. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Hi, I'm Starieye. I'm a psychic medium and a spiritual healer, and today this is my first ever podcast where I want to discuss the wonderful and powerful world of manifestation and what type of methods are out there to help everyone, and what works, what doesn't work for me as well. And let's have the discussion. I think that this is very important, and I think that people would be interested. Have you ever wondered why how some people do really well and some people struggle? It's because they do certain manifestation methods that work for them, depending on what they take in or what they feel naturally works for them. So there's a different style for everyone. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the methods, what's out there for everyone.